Excited. It's All-Star Weekend. We in the building. Another one. Me and my boy, Avery Upshur, Coach Avery Upshur with the Eastway High School Warriors. My boy, Avo Few. We go back to way, 2009?
Yeah,
I was in 6th grade when I first met Avery, if I'm not mistaken. We're both from Norfolk, Virginia.
yeah.
Both graduated from Booker T. Washington High School.
That's the only high school in Norfolk.
Both graduated from Shaw University. So, you know, I kind of follow this trail, indirectly in a way, but, we always kind of came together, and after college is amazing where our relationship have grown to. Avo, give them a little something, bro. Let them know who you are and what you represent, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to RiSSky Powerhouse. This Avery Upshur, Coach Avery. Yo, Coach Avery on Instagram, pretty much on all my social media platforms. Man, it's just excited to be here, man. I'm excited to be a part of what you're doing. It's a beautiful thing. I love the game of basketball. Shout out to all the guests that came before me, all the episodes before me. You're doing numbers, so hopefully there's another one that go crazy for the people, man. So shout out to RiSSky Powerhouse, and let's get it.
Yeah, man. So like you said, man, we've been doing numbers. I put a couple posts out on my social media platforms. We were trying to make a push to 1,500 before I got to this video yesterday. Right now we at 1,399, so I'm pretty sure by the morning we'll be at 1,400 subscribers. So thank y'all for all the support, sharing the pages on Instagram, sharing the pages on Facebook, getting active in the Facebook group, talking ball. It's All-Star Weekend. The 3-point contest, Carlton Towns won. The dunk contest, Obi Toppin came out, got a win. Shout out to those teams who played in the Rising Stars game. A lot of young bucks getting
for sure.
a good nod, especially Cade Cunningham. He came out there to prove something. Dudes was out there balling, so I'm looking forward to see what Team LeBron and Team Kevin Durant, even though KD ain't out there, but Team Bron versus Team Durant. You think LeBron gonna go? He 4-0 so far since they've been picking teams. You think he gonna get another dub? He got a good squad.
It's LeBron's league, man. He get whatever he want.
In Cleveland?
And it's in Cleveland. They ain't gonna let LeBron go out like that, man.
He gonna chase the MVP.
They ain't gonna let him go out like that. This is a homecoming for LeBron right now.
For sure. Hey, look, my man Avery. So who your favorite NBA team? Who your squad that you riding with?
Man, I never really had a favorite team. I follow the college game a lot. Coming out of Norfolk, we ain't really have a professional team. Closest we got, the Wizards, ain't never really hit on nothing. I mean, growing up, Gilbert Arenas days.
Gilbert.
That's all I remember from the Wizards. Caron Butler, y'all. And then Michael Jordan came there on that little stretch he had before he called it quits. But, I'm in Carolina with it. So I like what LaMelo Ball doing. Man, matter of fact, I've been following the Hornets since they got Terry from Boston. Yeah. So I'm a Hornets guy right now, man. Shout out to the Charlotte Hornets, man. I can't wait to see what they do in the playoffs.
Yeah, man. As a lot of people know, I just had my seed, man, about 2 weeks ago. My fiance
congratulations.
Appreciate that. And with a young boy coming up, I plan on going to a lot of games, and Charlotte is the closest avenue for that to happen.
But you can still get to DC just at the same time you get to Charlotte, though, bro.
Charlotte 2.5, DC 4.
Not for real, bro. You can get to DC, you leave at the right time, bro. You gotta leave at the right time. That's right up the road, man.
Yeah, but I think Charlotte might be the team that I gravitate.
You got two right there. Yeah. But of course, Charlotte a little more exciting. But the Wizards did just get Porzingis, though, bro.
They did, but Bill out for the rest of the season, so hopefully this be something.
It's gonna take a little while before they get there.
Yeah, hopefully this can be something that they can grow into next season. Porzingis under contract for a couple more years, so they might have made this move just to advance into next season, having more depth.
Something to build on.
They got rid of Trezor. He in Charlotte now,
that,
and that's a hometown
player. I like that. I was hoping he went to Charlotte before he went to Washington.
Yeah.
But he found his way back home, man. I like that. Charlotte always lacked a dominant big, that force, like inside.
Energy, rebounding, blocks.
That's going to be fire to see them come down the stretch with him down there, man.
Yeah, and if a lot of people don't know, he went to Louisville. He played with Terry Rozier at Louisville 2015-16 season. So those dudes played together before. They got chemistry. They got a brotherhood that was pre-birth before they got to Charlotte. So hopefully that helped the team.
But if I can, though, bro, if I can chime in, me being a high school coach and a follower of the high school game and a heavy follower of the NCAA game, I gotta shout out to Kevin Keats, head coach of North Carolina State University. He coached Montrez at Hargrave prep school. And if you know Hargrave, I gotta take you back to the crib, Booker T, Deshaun Painter. probably one of the best bigs to come out of the T.
Okay.
He went to Hargrave from Booker T and ended up going, and do his thing from there. But Kevin Keats, got Montrez out of North Carolina. I can't remember where. He out east somewhere in a little spot. You know what I'm saying? But he went up to Hargrave to play for Coach Keats. And matter of fact, that's what got Coach Keats to the NCAA level.
Wow.
Because if like you said, he was at Louisville.
Yeah, he went to Louisville.
Coach Keats was on the bench as an assistant at Louisville because Montrez went there with under who? One of the top 5 coaches of all.
Rick Pitino.
Yes, sir.
Rick Pitino. Yes, sir. That's a lot of history, man. I appreciate that, man. You dropping a little bit of gems, bro.
I told him I'm gonna take this to in another route, another platform. We NCAA guru right here.
So,
yo, what up, everybody, man? This Avo Few coming to you live from the RiSSky Powerhouse Studios, man. Like, comment, subscribe on this latest drop. We about to have it. Hey, it's up. Keep going. All of that. RiSSky Powerhouse, man. Peace.
You mentioned that you're a high school coach. You coach on the JV level right now. Your boys went what was the record? 21?
20 and 1.
20 and 1. Listen to that record. 20 and 1. What was your record last year?
We were 14 and 0 in the conference.
And what was your record last year?
Last year, COVID year, we just got over 500. But in my 5 years coaching, I haven't had a losing season yet.
That's amazing, bro. 20 and 1, actually building the foundation. And we had a discussion before we got on camera about defense. We're going to grow into that. When you watch NBA games, are you viewing them from the coach's perspective? Like, you trying to see the schemes, win, lose, or draw? Or are you more so watching the game as a fan? You want to, see scoring. You want to see somebody fall. You want to see dunks. You want to see your favorite players get big numbers and all that stuff.
Yeah, man. I'm a student of the game, so I'm a fan too, especially on the pro level. Even on the high school and college level, I'm a fan. So,
right.
I look at all aspects of the game, even the business aspect of the game. Because a lot of people, a lot of athletes, we get trapped. All we know is sports until the ball don't bounce no more, or until you can't throw that ball no more.
Mm-hmm.
And then what's next? A lot of people need to we weren't really hip to the business side of sports. All we thought was you had to be playing the sport. So I'm looking at all of it, from the ticket sales, from the attendance, from marketing, all of that, And then we get into the floor. I'm looking at the coach's demeanor on the sideline. What's his style? Is he at his players or is he more reserved? And then, of course, as a fan, you love the good passes to the big finishes with the dunks. I love the threes from all over the court. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
Right. And another thing, in my previous episode with my little brother Keston, y'all should go check that out if you haven't.
That was
he played
happy
high school.
Birthday too.
And happy belated birthday, Kes. But yeah, we talked about at his practices for his team, what do they coach? Like, what are you learning in terms of what are you getting from your coach? Not just as a player, you getting better on your own and coming to practice and trying to make the team better, but what is the coach telling you day to day, hour by hour, second by second, minute by minute? What are you getting from him? And he just basically broke it down into, you got to make sure you know the plays.
Yeah, he was heavy on that.
He said, make sure you know the plays. Yeah. If you don't know the plays, you can't play pretty much.
Yeah.
And that's offense,
Yeah.
And I said a lot of teams when I watch high school, I just see a lot of threes, a lot of zone. I don't see a lot of teams getting into the defensive side of the ball, actually trying to teach these kids the mentality of, playing each zone, learning each space to be on the floor, learning what a 2-3 is, a 3-2, what a matchup zone is, learning what it means to full court press, 2-1, 2-2-1, 2-1-2, all those things, trapping in the corner, trapping at half court, forcing backcourt violations and all that type of stuff.
Exactly.
The pressure individually, holding players accountable and all that stuff. So, you're a zone coach. And you mentioned Jim Boeheim, and I want you to elaborate on how you feel, multiple zones within one possession can actually teach these kids. And because that's what I like to see. I like to see coaches like Nick Nurse in the NBA with Toronto. He'll start off with Van Vliet pressuring the ball. By the time he get past half court, then they drop into a 3-2 zone. Then once they start swinging the ball, they'll switch to a 2-3 zone. Then they'll go into man, start switching in the last 5 seconds of the shot clock, force a bad shot, and that's a good defensive possession. So it take their players' acumen, their mentality, they got to be locked in at practice.
You got to.
You know, you got to be soaking in everything that's going on every single second, or because that 1 second you miss can be you giving up a breakdown on a possession.
Yeah.
So yeah, get into your scheme and how your team ended up going 20-1, bro, on defense.
Man, you said a lot there, bro. And the key word that I took from all of that, accountability.
Mm-hmm.
As a coach, but also understand that it's different styles too. Going back to your brother, he said his coach focused on the plays, the offensive plays. You know, me, I don't, you know, I'm at the JV level right now. Maybe it'll change as I level up.
Mm-hmm.
But me, I feel like all it takes is one person to not remember where to go on the play for the play to be, you know, not the play that you worked on for an hour in practice. I ain't spending my whole practice, which I only got 2 hours, on offense. You know, we gonna do offense, but I'm not doing no A go to B, you know, B go here and D let's try to score. No. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know the philosophy if you ever been an athlete, or even if you haven't been an athlete. They say it all the time. Defense wins championships. My philosophy is simple. If they can't score, they can't win. You know what I'm saying? Whoever got the most points win. So I'm gonna hold my players accountable to making you score less than we do. You know what I'm saying? So in my practices, we spending most of my time on different defenses. And yes, I'm a zone coach, but you know, I know a lot of people don't like the zone or seeing the zone or hate the zone. But you know, a zone is a zone until the ball is in your area, and then it's man-to-man principle. So for all those who hate on the zone, man, I think the problem is a lot of coaches don't have the patience to teach a zone. You know, see, a lot of people forget coaches are teachers.
Mm-hmm.
If you are in the profession of coaching and you're not willing to teach, you ain't gonna be successful.
A lot of these dudes ain't trying to boil these oats. They trying to throw that microwave oatmeal and get it together.
But you know, I can't even just say that, because you know it's a lot of talent out there. So you got some coaches that just hang their head on, if I get the best players, you know, you look at Calipari for example. You know, maybe not so much in his earlier coaching days, but if, let's say everybody know him for his Kentucky days with the AD team, and all Devin Booker, all 5 of them went in the first round, I believe.
John Wall, Boogie Cousins,
all of them,
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
He hung his head on.
10 years
I'm going after the
players.
top players. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to win just off the strength of we being the top players.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm more of a program guy, so I can appreciate the Carolina way.
Yeah,
where we gonna groom you here.
We gonna go get these 3-star guys. And
you're
gonna learn how to maximize this.
You're gonna play my system. You know what I'm saying?
And you're gonna maximize yourself.
And there's a lot of pros that came out of there. You know, it may not be a whole lot, but they out there. You know, but not to take it too far off of the defensive thing, man. But you know, Jim Boeheim, you know, he one of my top 10 coaches. You know, maybe top 5. You know that. You know, just only off the simple fact that he played a 2-3 zone on the highest level of basketball, in my opinion, the NCAA Division I basketball. You know, he plays a 2-3 zone every game, man. He's been coaching, like he got like over 900 wins. Pretty sure he not too far behind. He in the same bubble as Coach K, you know, just for doing it as long as he had and amassing the number of wins. Mm-hmm. But he played a 2-3 zone every single game. And I don't care what the game may dictate. He's not coming out of that. I don't care if you up 20 or down 20. Syracuse up 20 or down 20. They coming down and they playing that 2-3 zone.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, like I said, I like to watch Toronto because they get into a lot of different defensive schemes. I don't like switch defense in terms of teams just switching every screen, switching every back screen because, yeah, it's communication, but it's no accountability. Like he said, like you can't say – it's a lot of breakdowns involved in it. You say, oh, you should have been the guy to step up. Oh, the weak side should have – rotated here and there. Nah, I believe in when that pick come, you go over if they can shoot, you chase, big man, you front, and you drop back. So until the guard get back in front of him, and the guard is your job to get over that screen. Like Lonzo Ball is one of the best guards in terms of shifting his hips. You know, sliding his hips forward, getting over that screen, and hustling back to recover to the ball, bro. It's basic defensive concept. It's basic things that you can practice and get better at other than dribbling and shooting.
But that's the thing, you know, coaching. Everybody different. You know, maybe that's what my man in Charlotte focused on in practice. You know, getting over the screen. You know, and how to get over the screen correctly. But then you got like a D'Antoni kind of coach who's focusing on scoring the most points.
Yep.
You know, I'm focusing on my offense. You know. So it all depends on the coach. Even in your brother's case, you know, his coach might be, you know, we running my sets no matter what, you know, and that's what we're going to do. So every coach different. It's just a matter of just, you know, knowing who you are
as a coach
and what your skill set, you know, can dictate to your team. Because, yes, if you ain't really versed in it, but, you know, I can't say that because as a coach, you should be a student of the game. You can't just be locked in to one way because the game constantly changing.
Right. Yeah, man. So when you watch a coach like D'Antoni, he got a lot of wins. He got a lot of conference finals appearances, but he never got to the NBA finals. And I think that says a lot because he had a lot of high level talent, a lot of high level teams. It just came down to one or two adjustments in a high leverage playoff situation to where he didn't have the adjustment or the fortitude or the integrity as a man to say, you know what, I gotta make sure I make this adjustment. Break out of, you know.
Well, you gotta look at, you know, when this guy, a coach, from just what I done came across, when a coach is an offensive coach, bro, you know, that's their thing to the end. And like I said in the beginning, earlier in the show, they say defense wins championships. You said he ain't got no what?
He haven't got, not won a championship. He haven't got the one.
Cause what? Defense wins championships. He ain't coaching defense. He ain't coaching. Yeah, Harden can go out and score 50 and still lose.
Every time.
Come on, man. Make that make sense.
23. They missed 27. They missed 27 consecutive threes in a game 7 of the Western Conference Finals versus the Warriors.
There's no plan B. You know what I'm saying? There's no plan B. Like, you know, if you're an offensive coach, you know, 9 times out of 10, you offense all the way. And when I say offense all the way, yes, the whole practice might not be working on specific plays, but your practice is working on, you know, maybe ripping through, triple threatening, you know, read, you know, just, you know,
reading pick and rolls,
you know, pivot, you know, stop, jump, step. You doing stuff to make the offense better.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Then after spending time on the little things on the offense, now we're gonna get into my plays. You know, and you spend a lot of time on the play because he want them things ran right, like he drew them up. Yep. You know, but you know, like I said, all it takes is one defensive player to jump up in the passing lane to change the whole play, and it ain't even what you just spent a whole 2 hours working on.
Exactly.
But that's why I say D'Antoni don't have a plan B. And I don't want to just jump out there and say D'Antoni, you know, because I respect him as a coach. He's coaching on the highest level, and he's won a lot of games.
Definitely.
But you know, again, I feel like if he's, you know, put a little more defense in it, you know, all it takes one stop. You know, that could be the determination between a winner or loss. You know, before it come down to a game-winning 3 or a game-winning offensive point, it's going to come down to who can stop who, man. You know, and you can't get away from that. I don't care how many threes Stephen Curry hit.
Rebounding.
Yeah.
Rebounding and defense, bro.
It's all about possessions,
bro. Defense and rebounding is what wins games. If you look at, for all of the young fellas out there that's watching this right now, next time your favorite team win a game, go and look at the rebound battle. And I want you to start watching that for teams that win or lose. Start watching the rebounds. You'll notice about 90%, 80% of the time, when you win the rebound battle, you win the game.
Or even if you a young kid playing now, man, in the high school level, or want to be at the big time of the game, you know, just know it's more ways to impact the game than just scoring, or shooting threes, or just dunking a basketball. You know, how many assists you getting? You know, how many steals you getting? You know, I can, you know, Breonte Weber, man, from the area, you know, around my time, you know, he hung his head on VCU. VCU broke the record for steals. And that's what really, you know what I'm saying, catapulted him into a professional life in basketball. But you know what I'm saying? It's more ways to impact the game. So, yes, be that person to get 10 rebounds every game. That'll take you a long way because guess what? There's some coaches out there that's looking for that.
I
need somebody to come in here and rebound. You know, so if you can consistently, you might score you might average 5 points a game, but your rebound is 10 points or more. Somebody's looking at that, you know. Or if you're a point guard, you might not score a lot, but if you getting about 6 to 10, 8 assists a game, there's some coaches out there looking for that.
Set up the offense.
Yeah, man.
Know your film, know your plays, setting up your teammates, actually having a relationship with the guys that you're playing with, having integrity and pride. We all had a discussion about pride and integrity. You said you run the zone because every single play, every single rotation of the ball, you can hold each individual in that zone accountable for their assignment.
Yes, sir.
And that's one of the reasons why you play zone. And a lot of kids, they might be deflated by somebody raising their voice or, after they keep failing a couple times, they're ready to quit, all that type of stuff. But I feel like kids grow more when you hold them accountable.
You got to. A lot of these kids don't have anybody holding them accountable, I just bet on the fact that, I don't want my guys out there running around chasing a guy all game long. In the man-to-man. And I don't, yes, there are times where we do go to man-to-man just to throw some different looks at them.
Yeah.
But, I feel like a zone defense, especially, in a high school setting for me, it works. Because I can guarantee the coach up the street is not spending time working on plays against the zone.
And everybody, but one thing about teaching defense, it teaches offense because it's about knowing the game, not just knowing how. We all know how to play basketball. They teach us how to dribble. They teach us how to shoot. They teach us how to pass.
Yeah.
So when you play with your boys growing up, you're learning the gist of what it means to play basketball.
Yeah, man.
When you get into a system.
Oh, that's
defense,
the word. That's the word right there. It's a system.
You're teaching, okay, if they're running the 2-3 and you get into the deep corner, that's the worst place to pass from because you got the out of bounds line working against you.
Yeah.
So what you want to do is work them wings side to side, get the ball to the middle, and whoever the middleman is, you penetrate with either a dribble or a pass.
Bro.
And that's how you break down that 2-3 every single time.
You can maybe not every single time, but most of the time in any zone you want to get the ball into the middle. Whether it's full court, half court, whatever case may be. But I want to key in on the word that you said, system. Back to the young guys or the young people watching this show. I don't care how many points or how many ankles you can take on the outside court or in the gym in your local neighborhood. If you want to play basketball for real on a professional level and make a career out of it from high school and beyond, it ain't what you can do. It's how well can you fit into that coach's system. I think that is a big thing that a lot of these kids, don't realize is what's going on when you go out to try out for that team.
Yes,
I don't care how good you was in AAU. I don't care what the word is in the neighborhood or the town about you. Are you going to fit in my system? So don't forget that.
Yeah, man. And understanding exactly how you can impact the game. Alex Caruso made one of the best quotes that I ever heard from an NBA player. He said, in the G League, it taught me a lot. You got a lot of these guys out here auditioning every night to be a CEO. But out of these 30 NBA teams, you got LeBron, you got Kevin Durant, you got Curry. They already got their CEOs.
Exactly.
You got Brandon Ingram, you got Zion, you got, Zach LaVine, you got DeRozan. Every team pretty much have their CEO.
Yeah.
They're looking for a janitor to just do the dirty work, clean up.
But the Lakers slept on Caruso, man. Kuzma too. Kuzma not looking bad in Washington, bro.
And what have Caruso done? He get about 7 to 8 points.
Until what my boy
4 or 5 rebounds. 4 or 5
Grayson Allen hurt him. Got him out of there.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. Grayson Allen, man. You got to watch him. But he's a good player for the Bucks, too. The Bucks traded DiVincenzo because of Grayson Allen and Jordan Wall. They flip assets they do a good job as an organization, and Milwaukee incrementally get better and hold on to mid-level assets where
you got to be careful with that coming down the stretch too, though. Will it fit? Maybe it look right in the finances, but will it fit in my locker room? So you got to be mindful of that. When a team like that be switching in, switching out like that. Because,
But they try to hold on to their guys for at least 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, but they got rid of PJ. I thought they should have kept him.
Nah, he was a free agent, though. They traded for him at the deadline so that he can improve their finals contention that season.
I think he wanted to stay, though.
No, they paid Bobby, so I think PJ knew he was going to Miami.
He was the.
I think PJ warm weather shoot, and he'll tend to shoot. He got a shoe company. He went to Miami, man. No state income tax, Florida. But yeah, man, we about to get to a wrap. Man, I just want to ask you a couple quick hitters, bro. So who is your when you talk greatness, you're a big defensive guy. I'm getting that feel. So when you think greatest players, I'm gonna lay the standard before I ask you this. In my opinion, greatest means for their era, who dominated the most in terms of achievements, numbers, impact on the floor. So obviously LeBron. Yeah. He dominated the fight. He got championships. He got MVPs. He got the numbers. Mm-hmm. He got the team success. You know, he got, so obviously his greatest level would be high. Now you got some talented players who haven't put it all together. A lot of people get the skill conversation mixed with the greatest conversation because Giannis can't shoot like AD or Giannis can't, you know, pop like Dirk. But the things that Giannis do well give him a higher level than a lot of power forwards that have played because of how he impact 5-on-5 basketball. Like you said, system.
Or is he a center?
He's a power forward that can't shoot. But in this era, he's a center. But I think Giannis is, just in terms of basketball, I think he's a power forward. But yeah, who's your all-time starting five? All time.
Sheesh. You know, no disrespect to the players that I ain't seen. You know, but I'm gonna speak for, let's just say, I was born in '92, so we got the time frame there.
Right.
All right. I'll start from the top. Let's go point guard. I'm a huge Jason Kidd fan.
Okay, defense. His defense was astounding.
I'm a huge Jason Kidd fan, and I'm trying to think of who else would probably. You know, I didn't see enough of Magic to throw that in there, you know. But as far as what you know, even Avery Johnson, I was low-key an Avery Johnson fan too. But I gotta give it to Kidd for
okay, you taking Kidd?
Yeah, Kidd, man. Let's go shooting guard, man. Shooting guard. I like it. Rip Hamilton was tough, but I can't go with him right here though. For we talking all-time greats.
Yeah, Rip was a good player.
Sheesh.
He was a good player.
We talking all-time greats though, man. I would go Kyrie.
At the two?
Only I know he a point guard, you know what I'm saying, but because I gave Kidd the one, you know, I would go with Kyrie at the two. I think he might play better off the ball, too, in my opinion. You know, Kidd, my facilitator, and then I got the wizard with Kyrie on the wing, and then the small forward. Ooh, small forward, man. Dang. I want to say Paul Pierce.
Paul?
I want to say Paul Pierce at the three. And it's just off the top on the spot. I ain't really had time to think it through. Yeah. I'm going to say I'm just building me a nice lineup that I would love to go to war with every night. So I got Kidd at the one, Kyrie at the two, with Paul Pierce at the three.
Yeah, closer.
Sheesh.
He'll closer.
And then I'm going to go with his teammate. I gotta go KG at the
KG.
I gotta go
hyper
KG.
Defensive presence.
I gotta
facilitating power forward that can shoot.
I got Rasheed on the bench though. I got Rasheed. He coming off the bench, Rasheed. And then the five. Whew, I gotta go Shaq, bro. Dang, I can't believe I left Kobe off that list.
You took Kyrie over Kobe?
I know. I mean, now that I'm looking back, I would have to put Kobe there at the two.
Kidd, Kobe, Pierce, KG, and Shaq. That's a great lineup because KG can stretch that 19-footer. Yeah. Pierce can shoot. Yeah. Kobe can shoot. Yeah.
And I'm thinking
Kidd an offensive liability.
Because the only other person I would put over KG is Tim Duncan, but even with KG and I got Shaq in the inside, Tim Duncan ain't doing nothing with that. I like that. I like that right there. Kidd, Kobe, and then Paul Pierce. I know it's probably somebody out there that's better than Paul Pierce. I can probably throw there.
Now you mentioned your all time. I asked you all time starting five. I'm gonna ask you. You mentioned Avery Johnson. So who your favorite starting five? Just some of your favorite players that you watch play.
I might have just gave you my favorite there.
Okay, so we'll take that. Kidd, Kobe, Pierce, KG, and Shaq. Yeah. That's your favorite starting five. Some of your favorite players.
Yeah. Okay.
Now who your all time? Now you got to dig into the history book for this.
Okay.
Who do you think? Who is the greatest players at their position ever?
I'm gonna start with man. Dang, I didn't even put LeBron on that. But I'll put LeBron on this one. So let's put LeBron. Okay. He's going to be on that Mount Rushmore.
Easily.
Mike, Michael Jordan. I ain't even put Michael Jordan on the other one. He's gonna be up there.
Easy.
I'm gonna go young. I'm gonna go a little. I'm gonna stand in that 92 age range. You know what I'm saying? That's far. Jordan probably as far as I go back. I like what Harden is doing in the game, and I'm gonna go Steph. I gotta go Steph because he done revolutionized that 3-pointer.
So you got Steph, MJ, Bron. Who your 4?
Did I say Harden?
Oh, you said Harden. So Harden to be so you'll go Steph, Harden, Jordan, Bron at the 4.
Bron can play the 4.
And who running the 5? All time starting 5.
Dang, I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. There's a lot of players out there. I can't even keep it to 5. I feel like I'm disrespecting people right now.
Because my all-time starting 5 would go crazy. Magic, Mike, Bron, Tim, and Hakeem.
Yeah, I just ain't go that deep.
Or I go
honestly,
Kareem.
Kobe. I put Kobe on my favorite list. I've already put Shaq on the favorite list.
Yeah.
Man, I like a 5 that can push the ball in transition. You might have to help me. But Giannis.
You're running at the 5?
I might have to put Giannis at the 5 with LeBron at the 4.
That's a great.
And then who else I got up there?
You had Harden. You had Jordan.
And then
Jordan, Harden, and Curry.
Shit.
You got shooters. You got Jordan. You got Bron facilitating. Yeah. You got Bron facilitating Harden and Curry.
That's a lot. I don't know. That was hard, bro.
That was a hard one.
That was tough.
But yeah, bro. We about to wrap it up, bro. But
I don't want to forget the pride and integrity piece. I kind of got sidetracked, man.
Yeah, go ahead, give it to him, bro. We here with it.
Just real quick, I'm gonna shout out Shaw you with that one.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That
we here. I had to throw the Shaw hat on, man. My boy came through.
Hey, that's that P perseverance.
Respect, I integrity. D, discipline. E, excellence. Yeah. That's your pride, sir.
Right, because you was talking about pride and integrity.
You gotta have it, man.
That just laid it out right there. Yeah. Pride. Integrity is within pride. You can't have pride without integrity.
Discipline.
Oh, that discipline. But I ain't say it's essential.
Discipline is essential. Shout out to Naeem Wilkins and the Keep Going brand. Facts. We elevating. We doing it.
Coast to coast.
My boy Avery Upshur, Coach Avery, Avo Few, whichever one you want to call him, man. He go by a lot of tags. His social media below, y'all go give my man's a follow. Yes, shout out to the Eastway basketball team. My man's growing the program out there. Yeah, man. Thanks for coming on to the show, bro.
Ready, bro.
It's the RiSSky Powerhouse. Y'all will see me later. It's All-Star Weekend. Y'all enjoy yourself. We'll have basketball back in a week or so. Y'all be breezy. Thanks for coming through. Y'all made it this far. Leave the video a like. Subscribe to the channel.
I'm coming up in that fantasy, too. I'm coming up in that fantasy, John.